Hello dear students, welcome to the online education of class 7 science. So dear students, in the previous class I was discussing with you all about different methods of nutrition. Okay, so in the plants. So now let's discuss about the one more last topic of the last concept of this topic. So that is how nutrients are replenished in the soil. So dear students, in the as you know that as I taught in the previous classes when I am teaching this lesson, so plants absorb different kinds of minerals and nutrients from the soil. So if the nutrients are present in the right quantity in the soil, then the crops can grow well. That's why the nutrients such as nitrogen, potassium and phosphorus, these nutrients are needed to be added to the soil needs to be added from time to time to enrich the soil. Okay, so that we can grow the good type of plants and also keep the plants healthy. So if we fulfill the nutrient requirement of the plants, but usually what happens, the crops they require a lot of nitrogen to make the proteins. So what happens after harvesting, the quantity of the nitrogen in the soil becomes deficit, means its quantity becomes less. At that time the plants cannot use it in the manner. See, the plants when they are deficit in the nitrogen, they cannot grow well. So what is the reason here? See, when the nitrogen quantity, nutrient quantity is less in the soil, so next crops cannot grow well. Hence what happens here, then that nitrogen, the plants cannot absorb the nitrogen from the air directly. So what needs to be done means it has to be converted into simplest form. So that cannot be possible by the plants. So there is a bacterium called rhizobium. So it can take the atmospheric nitrogen and convert it into soluble form. Okay, so but rhizobium cannot make its own food. So what happens, it lives in the roots of the some plants such as gram, peas, moong, beans, etc. In the roots of such plants it grows. So plants provide them with the food and everything. So most of the pulses they are obtained from leguminous plants only. Okay, so in return the plants provide food and shelter to the bacteria. Okay, so in return the plants provide the food and shelter to that bacteria which is present in the roots of that plant, that is rhizobium. So for that rhizobium, it provides the atmospheric nitrogen and convert into soluble form and provide the nitrogen to the plants to grow well. So thus it is very helpful for the farmers because it's a friend, because it's a kind of symbiotic relationship. So there is a very much significance of this relationship it is there, because the farmers need not put the fertilizers and manures to the soil because they contain the nitrogen. So in order to enrich the soil content with the nitrogen, they have to add those. So when rhizobium bacteria is present in the roots of such plants, they need not spend the money for the fertilizers and manures. Hence the farmers can be no save the money. Okay, so in this order the bacteria they play very important role in order to increase the quantity of nitrogen in the soil. So dear students, let me stop here and let me start the new lesson in the tomorrow's class. Thank you and have a nice day.